Hello, my name is Calvin Ruano, and I present to you the ticking population bomb. Here is my infographic. Let's begin. In the early 1800s, thanks to the Industrial Revolution, the human world population reached its first billion. By 2012, 200 years after, the world population reached 7 billion. This exponential growth in the world population led to the overpopulation scare. The rate the world population is growing causes immense challenges for sustainability due to the lack of change in the Earth's structure, lack of energy to provide for the population, and lack of resources needed for the population to survive. Even so, if we focus on how to reduce the population in a positive way, humans may have a chance to thrive at the end of the century. The first problem is that there is no more room for the upcoming population. The only way humans know how to make space is to kick others out, leading to the extinction of many plants and animals. This brings up the challenge of establishing new sustainable cities. How do we create sustainable cities without destroying more endangered species? The second problem is that humans waste so much natural energy that we may not have enough for the upcoming generations. All the natural resources that should be constantly renewed through solar energy are largely being driven by civilization's use of non-solar energy. We clearly see how the use of fossil fuels has affected our climate. We have learned possible alternative ways to replace fossil fuels, but the question is now asked, how can we create new alternative ways of energy without taking more natural energy? The final problem is that Earth is running out of natural resources. Researchers have predicted that by 2050, the Earth will run out of food and water to satisfy the growing population. Currently, humans are consuming food at a rate that is endangering certain animal species. One of the goals for sustainable development is to end hunger and ensure access by all people to safe, nutritious, and sufficient food all year round. How is this goal attainable if we do not change the way we consume our daily food intake? Now, the biggest problem faced when dealing with the ticking population bomb is that most of the growing population is coming from developing countries. On the right here, I have listed the top 10 most populous countries. Besides the United States, 9 of those 10 countries are developing countries. Why is this happening? The answer is very simple. Lack of education, along with the inaccessibility to family planning, high poverty levels, and cultural reasons. How can we as a civilization best reduce the world population before it's too late? Education is key. In order to reduce the population in developing countries, we must provide proper access to all types of education, including sex ed. Fortunately, there are organizations like the MSI United States that are dedicated to specifically educating developing countries with sexual education, contraceptive use, and legal abortion services. If we continue to support groups like the MSI United States, there still may be some hope in stopping this ticking population bomb. And I want to thank everyone for listening to my presentation.